Hey everyone, what is happening? Welcome back to camp. It is a pretty nice day here, sunny, plus 10 degrees Celsius. Supposed to go down to about 0 tonight. It's going to be cool, but we are going to stay in the pop-up camper tonight. I have my son with me. And yeah, so let's head down to camp and get the pop-up open, get the electricity going, get the heater going, and get the refrigeration going for the night that we're going to have here. So stay tuned for all that. All right, guys, got her all set up, no major issues. There it is. Happy to have it open. Don't have the door on yet though. I'll let it air it out. Plus I'm going in and out, so I'm just leaving the door on probably till after supper. So let's head inside and get the those two batteries hooked up. All right, so give you guys a little tour here coming in. Got some storage here. Got a place to hang the keys. This is where the table is, but right now it's a bed. I don't even set it up anymore. I like having it like this. Just flat down, a lot easier. There's bed number 1. Here, heater, the kitchenette, fridge, more storage, another bed here. This is a 12-foot box, so this has a pretty big couch right here. And this is the water pump, and this is where the batteries are going to go in this insulated battery box. Now I do have a video on making this if you want to check that out. So let's get these. I got 2 batteries here. 2 12-volt deep cycle. We're going to hook them up in parallel so we get double the juice to power the pop-up camper. So let's get on to that. It's a tight fit. That's what you want. All right, so I got the 4-gauge wire here that I'm going to hook up the negative and the negative and the positive and the positive. So before you tighten, see here I got a nut, and here I got a nut. Before you tighten this one, put on your negative post. Sorry, your negative wire that goes to the camper. There we go. I also have a video on my channel of running these wires inside if you want to check that out. So right now I have negative wire on the negative terminal, and then this negative 4-gauge wire is coming over to here, making this a parallel system. Now we're going to do the same with the positive over here. If you're not sure which one your positive is, it's has this fuse on it here. All right, there we go. So positive on the positive terminal, and then the negative over on this battery on the negative terminal, and then you have the positives connecting, the negatives connecting. Just going to snug them up here with the 13mm wrench, just snug. Make sure you have good contact. And now we'll look up here and we have power. I just have regular bulbs in these. I'm going to change them out to LED. It's 4 times less usage of battery power, so I'm going to change these out later to LEDs. Alright, so just to recap before I go any further, you're connecting your 2 batteries, negative to negative, positive to positive. Then anything else you put on after that, you put 1 negative here, 1 positive here, 1 negative here, 1 positive there. Simple as that. So the next thing we're going to hook up is the solar panel to charge the batteries. So this is just a simple charge controller here for the 40 watt that I have. So I'm going to put this positive here like this. Sorry, my mistake. 1 positive over there, and negative over on the negative. There we go. I have a screw to put in that, but that's going to be like that for now. So again, positive, negative, and the charge is going to come in and charge both batteries. So the next thing, or the only other thing I got to put on is the inverter. This is going to take your 12 volt batteries here and convert it, and you're going to be able to plug things in and charge them. So this is only 500 watts, just a small one. So now I'm going to hook up on that, on the post there, because I've already used this positive post. Now there might be a spark here, so don't worry about it. It's just coming on. Hold on, I don't like it that way. There we go. Now we have power on our inverter. So don't forget, this is draining power when you're not using it. So if you don't want to, this is turning it on, this is turning it off. So what I'm going to do right now while I'm not using it, I'm just going to unhook this negative and put this here like this. Then I'll run an extension cord with a power bar into the camper. By the way, this is where the cord was for the camper when you're plugging it in at your house or at a campground. I just took it right out and put it in a garbage bag underneath to keep it out of the elements. But that's why I have this area to do this. So the next thing is pulling in the wire for the solar panel. So here we go. Then I'm going to go outside and hook up the solar panel. That's the last step. I should have put this on before I jacked it up. Okay. I just pretty well put it in the middle of the camper. Although I could go put it on an angle like this where it gets more to the sun. right at this time of the year anyway. Like that. That looks good. Now I'm just going to go over and get that wire connected up. Alright guys, last connection here. Make sure that your charge controller is hooked up before you plug this in, because the minute you plug this in, you are charging. So make sure your charge controller is at least not touching each other, the positive and negative. And there's a solar panel. And almost fell off the ladder. Alright, so let's go inside and make sure that's charging. Alright, so we should have something on the charge controller here. And we do. And it says charging. Now these batteries are fully charged, so it shouldn't take long before this turns green. Alright, so that's it for the electricity. I'm going to change it out tonight when I'm in here going to bed. Next step is getting the fridge going on the propane. Alright guys, before I turn on my fridge here with the propane, just quick little, I have videos on this on my channel too, but just another quick overview. So this green button here is when you're at a campground or, you know, plugged in at your house. So you turn this on, use this dial on the top here, 0 to 7. I will not be using this because I'm boondocking. This is for your 12 volt, but I'm going to be running off the propane. Turn on only one energy source at a time. So basically, you turn this to high, press down, turn the propane to high, make sure your propane's on in the front. And then you look in the hole over here. There's a little eye here, and you should see a blue flame. Sometimes when you first light it up too, you have a little explosion of the propane that you can hear. Yeah, so if you look in here, you can see a little blue flame. That'll tell you if it's working or not. And after about, 30 minutes, this'll, I'm gonna close this. This'll get super hot all here, so you'll know that your fridge is working. Okay. So the fridge has been going for about half hour, and it's getting a little bit cold. I usually just use the fridge for beverages because there's not much room in there. Not a lot of room, but there is some room. Then I gotta get some stuff out of the cooler here. Got some margarine for tomorrow morning. Got some eggs. Like I said, there's not much room in here. Just put a couple of things in. Coffee cream for coffee in the morning. That's good for now. I'll do the rest later. All right, there we go. Got to put the door on later. So, I don't know. I'm going to turn you guys around here. I don't know if you can see, but let's see. Anyway, it's already on green, so it's already charged. So that's a good sign. Everything's working. Everything's functioning. Yeah, so electricity's prepared. Refrigeration's repaired. The next thing is heat. I got to get and bring all the stuff from camp into the pop-up, like, big buddy heater and sleeping bags and things like that. So that is the next. Right guys, fire's winding down here. My wife was here. We had some supper together and just put my son in the pop-up. So got a lot of stuff to do in there too. I'm going to show you the heating setup. That's the one thing I missed. All right, so I got one tank over here for the stove and the heater inside. And then I got another one right here. This is specifically for the buddy heater. And you can see I just got the hose running up and inside to the buddy heater, which is running right now, starting to warm things up. So here we are inside. Let me turn the radio down a bit here. Here we're inside. We got it on low. I got the mattress here on the other bed for my son and I tonight, and also I just feel safer with just having this right on the chipboard here. And you see the hose going out there. I got it on low right now. It's perfect. This isn't getting too hot. I mean, it's warm, but it's fine. I had this thing in a tent with me in the winter, so I'm not worried about it in here. So that's the heating setup. And if needed, I have this over here, which will be running off the batteries and the propane, but I don't think we'll need it. And then take a look outside here. There's the wire for the... I'm going to have to move that. It's kind of screwing up the view. Anyway, that's the heating setup. Next thing I'm going to do is just clean this place up and get the LED lights in here, see what those are like, and get the battery and the fire alarm, get the carbon monoxide, get everything going that, to set up. Right, so it's time to change out these battery sucking old bulbs. Pretty easy to change, just twist like this, turn it out. Same as this one over here. Then these are the new ones, the LEDs. And they got 360 bulbs all around. Look at this. It's going to be cool. So if you're boondocking, you want to save batteries, this is what you get. I think it says on the package there 3 times easier on power than the other lights. There we go. I'm going to put the covers back on here. There we go. Let's try this baby out. Oh yeah, it's really nice. I'm impressed. Holy man, that's bright. It's like so bright and it's easier on the batteries, so very good. Then lastly, we're outside here. This one's completely burnt out anyway. Huh. So there's something going on with the wiring or something coming out here. Okay, we'll have to check that out and see what's happening. Definitely going to keep these old ones. Well, there's one left. There's 6 in a pack. Definitely going to keep these old ones in case of an emergency. You never know. They're still good. They just get super hot and really hard on the battery, so... Alright guys, I'm really tired. It was a rough day getting the pop-up camper all set up and So I'm just going to hit the hay here and going to leave the buddy heater going, keep us nice and warm, my son and I. And we'll see you in the morning for some bacon and eggs on the high pressure stove outside. Alright guys, give you a little temperature check. Inside it's 15.5, which isn't that bad to be honest with you. And then outside, we're going to flip it to outside here. It's going to take a couple of minutes to change over to the 9.6, so not too bad. We'll be comfortable in here tonight. Well, good morning guys, just out here making a video. Woodpecker, I don't know if you can hear that. Just out here making a video. My son's still asleep. Overall a good night. It was very cold. It's only 10 degrees inside the pop-up, which isn't bad because it's about -1 outside Celsius. Was awake a little bit during the night just to go to the bathroom as usual. But very comfortable under the summer sleeping bag even. So anyway, from now on it's all downhill because you know, it's just going to get warmer and warmer hopefully every weekend. So anyway, we're going to make some breakfast and then maybe spend the day here and see what happens.
I'm doing it with the steam.
Alright guys, I'm going to eat this breakfast and this delicious breakfast and probably just hang around here for the day. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day, around 17, 18 degrees Celsius. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and until next time.